But it works. Like, it works like to a different level.
I like that. I like that, man. So what inspires you right now?
The way of dealing with mental health. Like, I've literally came from homelessness. So, like, on this level of getting to this point, it's been such a blessing on so many levels that I don't even know how to describe it and express it sometimes.
Man, that's very inspirational, very inspirational. Now, where do you think this gift comes from?
Just giving back to people. Like, I've always had a caring heart, and like that bleeding heart for society. That's literally like how I live my life.
I love that. I love that. All right, Renaud, can you let everyone know where they can find Vibezilla at social media, website, and all?
All right, it's going to be It's Vibezilla at Gmail and Vibezilla.com. So VYBEZILLA is how you spell it. Play on words. But Vibezilla, you can look it up both ways. I'm actually going to finalize the the website ownership for VIBEZILLA. So no matter what, you can still find it.
Love it, love it. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Yep. This has been your Black Business Give Back Spotlight with VYZ right here on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what, because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Hey, what's going on? SE is on first. Wow, you beat Quanda. What's going on? What's going on today? What's going on? Must be Friday. You know what Friday means, right? Everybody know what Friday means? It's Pop-Off Friday. Yep. And I'm bothered. So I've been thinking. So, you know, I got the Truth Summit coming up. That's on November 15th, Saturday, from 10 till 1 at Thrive on King, 2153 North, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, here in Milwaukee. If you want to sign up, it's absolutely free. We'll have cousin subs, and it's presented by 1MKE, hosted by 1017 The Truth and Good Karma Brands. We're going to be talking about health care bridging the divide, bridging the gap in healthcare in Milwaukee. And we're going to be talking about from the high chair to higher education. I'm a purist. I make no bones about it. I think everybody should go to college. That's just me. But I will argue if you say you can't or if you say you don't want to. But this government shutdown has me thinking. This government shutdown has me wondering what's going on. Like, what exactly is happening in America? What can we do to make sure this doesn't happen again? And so I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it. And I came up with there's only two things you can do. There's only two things you can do. First, some of the issues we have to do with food and clothing and shelter and crime and reckless driving in Milwaukee and all that. And it's a problem. Now, this is going to go counter to some of the things I said, but it's not. It's not socialism, and I'll deal with Kyle's nonsense later, calling me geriatric. We'll deal with his nonsense later. But if we want to end future shutdowns, I don't know if we're going to end the one we got now. They're talking about, I heard Sean Duffy, who's the transportation secretary, say that even if it ended today, the slowdown with traffic controllers, air traffic controllers, would still take about half a week to a week to get back up to speed. So we done cut 10% of our flights. And if you cut 10% of your flights, you're still paying people, even though they're not flying, because they're on salary. Which means what? The airlines are going to jack up their tickets because the prices need to go up to cover for the 10% of flights that aren't in the air. But I digress. If we want to end future shutdowns, and I get Social Security, I get Medicare, Medicaid, but I have a solution, I think, that will fix all of it. Every Republican will hate it. Every Democrat would love it, but they're not going to love what I'm about to say. In order to end future shutdowns, the United States government needs to collect enough money to pay for all of education and all of health care at all levels. K-16. Drop the K3, K4 nonsense because it doesn't work and go from K5 through college. It puts a ceiling on how much colleges can charge you because they're overcharging. I think the bells and whistles that people choose to go to school in is ridiculous. When I think about all the people that went to all the HBCUs back in the day, when they begged and walked out and complained and wouldn't give money back to their alma mater because they didn't have air conditioning when they were there, which is kind of weird to me, or they didn't have heat that was good, or they lived in stone buildings that burned up in the summer and froze in the winter. But that's called life. Pay for all of education throughout your life. That does not mean the government gets to tell you what to major in, whether or not you can do it. If you really want to talk meritocracy, give every child the ability to go to school, get the grades, no grade inflation, pass, and become medical doctors and lawyers and all that. One of the reasons why some people become lawyers and some people don't, and some people become medical doctors and some people don't, and some people become engineers and some people don't, because that's what their parents do. So if you want to increase black medical doctors, go to a medical doctor and say, you need to talk to your child about being a medical doctor. One of them need to follow in your footsteps. If you're an educator, you got kids, one of them needs to follow you into education. That way we keep the pipeline going. We have black representation because, like 100 Black Men says, what they see is what they'll be. So if you're not around a medical doctor, you may not become one. If you're not around a talk show host, you may not become one. I was around talk show hosts when I was younger. WVON in Chicago. I saw it. I loved it. I became it. But in order to stop all the nonsense, we need to pay for education, K-5 through 16. And that way it stops all the nonsense and the back and forth and whether or not you can get into an Ivy League or whether you're good enough or whether it's DEI and all this stuff. And then we teach our children how to pass standardized tests, give them the reading, the writing, and the arithmetic they need. And if they need any assistance or help, it's built into the education program. That way you can't complain. You can pay your teachers $100,000 a year. They only work 10 months out the year anyway. And do it. Healthcare, just pay for it. Let's just stop all the nonsense. Let's stop the Affordable Care Act nonsense, right? But people still need to pay into it at some level. So that means that your taxes may go up, maybe flat rate of 10% for everybody, and call it a day. Can't go up for 30 years. Set it so that an entire generation makes it through at the same cost. Them and their children, be it health care, be it education. And so people get upset because they don't understand why and how people or how medicine costs so much. And it's because of the insurance companies. If you can get rid of the middleman or the middlewoman or the middle organization, it'll be cheaper. Pay cash. It's amazing. But here's the catch. Housing, cars, food, all that other stuff, you pay.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth. It's a big week for Marquette University during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. During this week, we will highlight the many full tuition scholarship opportunities they offer and tell you why your student should apply to attend Marquette University. When you arrive ready for something good, you'll leave connected with something greater. Marquette University. Be the difference. Visit marquette.edu to apply and find more information on their scholarships.
Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
Contract-ready businesses, opportunity seekers, partnership builders, deal closers. Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development, is focused on you. This event puts small businesses like yours in the room with buyers, partners, and mentors who can help open doors to bigger opportunities. Join us online December 9th, in person December 10th and 11th at the Baird Center in downtown Milwaukee. Whether you're in construction, looking for contracts, or a service provider ready to grow, Marketplace Wisconsin is for you. Meet one-on-one with government reps, corporate buyers, and resource providers. Small businesses like yours keep Wisconsin moving forward. Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation is here to propel your growth. So join them for Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development, December 10th and 11th. Register at marketplacewisconsin.com. That's marketplacewisconsin.com. Presented by WEDC. Let's look forward together.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. It's Pop-Up Friday, and we're going to be popping off about sports. That nonsense. Oh. Before we get to sports, thank you, GP, for coming in.
Always good to be here.
New York's finest. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
And I could never remember it. I had to say, like, exactly.
Is that New York's finest?
Yeah, it is. So, this nonsense Kyle's talking about. Talking about it would be a geriatric crime or something.
Shots fired?
Yeah.
I did also get asked today, are you going to respond to Dr. Ken? That's what the question was. Are you going to respond to Dr. Ken? I mean, I listened yesterday, and me responding would only be considered elder abuse. Okay. I don't think I want to be victimized.
So watch this. So he was so much of a punk that he went all the way to Madison. Did his show from Madison, and then he talked trash. Why come you didn't talk trash here in Milwaukee?
He was here today.
He wasn't here when I was here.
Oh, hey.
Now all of a sudden I'm doing my show from Madison. Oh, so now okay, elder abuse. All right, come back to Milwaukee Monday.
You don't want that smoke.
It's on. I am challenging Kyle Wallace to a squirt gun step off. A duel.
Where in the office do y'all plan on hosting this?
Right out there on Wisconsin Avenue.
Okay, I was going to say, because
it's going to be a duel.
There's a lot of technology in here that is at risk.
I'm challenging you to a squirt. I'm challenging you to a squirt gun duel. 10 paces. Back to back.
It's an old Western shootout?
The old-time Western shootout. Okay, I got it out of my system.
I was going to say, how quick can you? Oh, well, you. I would say you.
Water ain't going to go that far. I challenge you. Come on. 833-212-1017 is the number. GP, what's coming up this weekend?
There's a lot going on. Wisconsin football, which has been the laughingstock of Wisconsin the entirety of this season and this year. But the AD recently announced that they will be retaining Luke Fickell for next season.
Yeah.
And there's a lot
They just extended his contract, didn't they?
Are you out of your damn mind?
So they'd have to pay him. So, yeah, he going to coach.
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing next year, though.
A lot of people are fighting back against the decision, but they also kind of don't understand the framework kind of behind it.
Watch this. When the alumni change and stop giving money, he'll be gone.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. That's every college.
Well, there's rumors that he might get retained and still kind of leave on his own accord because they still pay him either way. But, yeah.
When the money get funny, when the university loses money because of a coach they're paying, they'll pay off the coach and put somebody else new in.
Yeah.
Damn.
I would.
Yeah, they're in a tough situation, though. I think the AD is kind of stuck in a situation where he doesn't want to be wrong. He's sticking by his guy, which is what he's supposed to do. And also, they're in a very bad hiring cycle. I think a lot of people aren't paying attention to that. Again,
nobody wants to go to Wisconsin to play football. Like, I don't understand.
I think it's an attractive place to go from
That's not what I
a school
said.
standpoint.
It's attractive. Watch this. There's a lot of women that are attractive, but will you take them home to your mama?
No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but no, they're stuck in a bad spot. Again, this is just a short list of our teams in Division I football that currently have vacancies. So there's Florida, there's LSU, there's Virginia Tech, there's Stanford, there's UCLA, there's Arkansas, there's Penn State, Oklahoma State, there's Auburn, and that's not to mention other teams that have, I guess, kind of, I'm looking for the right term, but, or what is it?
Soured on their.
Yes, for example, or they're performing under expectations. So there's Clemson. Again, a lot of people are calling for Dabo Swinney's job to be taken from him because he hasn't bought into the NIL kind of atmosphere and recruited well out of the portal.
And they're losing players.
Yes, as well as Florida State, too. Florida State was in the top 10 to start the season, and they've, fallen out of the sky. So there's a lot of other options or a lot of other openings that coaches will be flocking towards. And so if you fire Fickell, you're going to get the scraps of all these SEC teams and these other Big Ten teams that, necessarily have to fill, a candidate or kind of hire a guy. There's no splashy hire for Wisconsin right now.
There is, if you can find somebody that is going to buy into NIL, get the players there, which means you need what?
Money.
No, because the money comes from outside. You know what you need? A professional football coach.
Do you think there's anyone that would take that step down?
You need somebody from the NFL or somebody that played in the NFL for a significant number of seasons to come to college ball. That whole program will turn around.
It would be a splashy hire. I can see that if they could steal someone who's probably an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator right now for an NFL team, but there's still a 2 to 3 year rebuilding process.
Sure.
They're going to lose 30 to 40 guys in the portal. They're going to have to get a couple guys who will stick around and buy. You don't think so?
Did Colorado lose anybody?
No.
When your boy went?
No.
Even when they were losing. Why is that? Because he understands. And he understands because he worked with sponsorship but during his professional career. He understands the mindset, the agents, how the player thinks, all that. You're really setting up a college player to not have to go into the pros because they're going to get paid there. If you can generate $5,000 over 4 years, there's no reason to go professional. That money's in my pocket. I gave some money to an agent. I'm out. Invested. I'm done. I don't have to go.
Yeah, it's true. Wisconsin football they're in a very tough spot.
They are.
I think, again, them being in the Big Ten is what will keep kids kind of enticed about the idea of going there. But they need to change their entire style.
Is anybody from Wisconsin going to Wisconsin?
No, I've not heard of any 4-star, 5-star major
I'll rest my case.
recruiting there. But
NIL.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Again, they're in a tough spot. I think that Luke Fickell is the guy for the job, but I think that they're going to end up, if Luke Fickell does walk away from this job or if he is fired at the midpoint of next season, I think they will end up with another coach from probably or I guess the lower 5 kind of college, whether Sun Belt or MAC, one of those coaches. They're going to steal somebody that's had a season for the ages.
Look at the YouTube chat. What did it say? Just read the name.
Bring Deion Sanders to Wisconsin. No, that won't solve anything.
Yes, it will.
You think so?
Just like he went there, players will follow him.
I don't know if the Big Ten is the right place for Deion.
Why?
He hasn't been successful in, again, the Big 12.
He hasn't lost either.
This will be his first losing season since he's been a head coach.
And he's been head coach how long? 3 years?
About 5 now since Jackson State.
You got one. You're 80%. In college football, that's pretty good.
That's not splashy enough for him. He would take the Florida State job and run with it before he comes here.
We'll see.
He would even take the LSU job. I think he's born for the SEC. I think that's his real realm. If there's somewhere else that Deion should end up, it would be the SEC.
But the challenge. I think he's a challenge guy too. But anyway, so we got Bucks coming up.
Yeah.
We got Packers coming up. Yeah. So
premier matchups. Yeah. Bucks Bulls at home tonight. Still early in the season, but
the Bulls.
But they've exceeded expectations. They've got an MVP candidate. The Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
They have exceeded expectations. Yeah. They have an MVP candidate.
Whose expectations? Yours?
Well, no. I think that a lot of people would have picked them to at least make the playoffs, but they would have been a team that you would think would be a 6 or a 7 seed.
Talking like you moved from New York to Wisconsin.
No, I just call it fair. That's all that I do. But it's an intriguing matchup. Again, the Bulls have Vucevic. They have a bunch of good shooters. They got a lot of young guys. They do it as a unit.
And they're eager.
Yes, and that's the thing. They rise to the occasion. Again, they had a big comeback against the 76ers the other day. I believe they were down 25 or so points in the first quarter, and they rallied all the way back. So it's a team that's resilient. It's a good challenge. It's a good measuring stick, as we talked about it, when the Bucks did beat the Knicks at home the other week. So we'll see what our team is made of again. It's NBA Cup, so the game also has more meaning. as I think there's a point spread that's kind of involved with it.
Right.
So.
But the thing that's going to bring the Bulls and the Bucks beyond where they were last year is stamina. You're going to have to make it to the end. The Bucks were there, and they ran out of steam.
Well, that's the thing. Again, this is a team that's heavily reliant on Giannis, which obviously he is built to carry that and shoulder that load. But there does need to be someone else that needs or can emerge. Again, they've had guys who've contributed in spots. There's A.J. Green, there's Taurean Prince, but they need someone else who can be that Robin, as we talked about before.
You need more than Robin. You know,
the Nightwing too.
The three-peat Chicago Bulls had 8 people, other than Michael Jordan, that when he left the floor, they still scored.
Right. And I think they do have that. Again, there's Bobby.
They do.
There's a lot of guys that you can throw out there.
But you got to have a coach that trusts that.
But that's the thing. Is Doc really the guy? A lot of people weren't excited about when Adrian Griffin got fired in the first place. So you wanted a ding for that. No, a lot of people weren't, kind of happy about that. They were the number 1 team in the East when Griffin got let go. And Doc Rivers, obviously a former NBA champion coach, with the Celtics. He came over and he carries some type of legacy. He's also coached a very good team in the Clippers in the early 2000s. So he's struggled to find consistent rotations, and they've also struggled to build young talent and bring kind of key pieces in besides Drew Holiday and,
the same old.
Yeah, so we'll see what they're made of. Again, people are going to start calling for his job if this team doesn't exceed, especially with the new additions like Miles Turner and other guys like that. So.
And somebody should have told Giannis, thank you, Giannis. We appreciate it, but we're not going to get rid of our coach.
Right.
They probably would have been in the NBA Finals had they kept him.
You think so?
Yep.
I don't know. Yep. I don't know.
The guy that can stand up to Giannis is going to be the guy that's going to get him to the NBA Finals. He's I forgot his name already. He stood up to Michael Jordan. He stood up to every player. I'm the coach. If you want to coach, then you can come over here and take off the uniform. You can.
Talking about Phil?
Yep. Mm-hmm. But I'm the coach. Yep. Went to L.A. Hey, we going to do? No, you're not. I'm the coach. Hey, Kobe, great, but I'm the coach.
Right.
And you run the plays that I play. When you win, you get to clap. If you don't, it's on me.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking you changing it and then blame me. That's not going to happen. And he was very forceful, very peaceful, but he got it done. That is the kind of coach the Bucks are going to need.
Well, that's the thing. I think Doc is built for it. Again, he's managed more stars than he does have right now on the Bucks. Again, he had Rajon Rondo, he had Ray Allen, he had Kevin Garnett, who are all potentially 3 Hall of Famers, as well as Paul Pearce.
Right.
At least I not forget. So he's got that experience. He's also got Darvin Ham. He's got good coaches around him and assistants. So we'll see how they make adjustments. I think they need to trade for another wing. I think they need another defender. I was not a fan of them keeping Taurean Prince because he is very streaky, but he's possibly the best wing defender that we have on this team. I think we need to get younger. We need a boost off the bench. Cole Anthony was a good pickup too, but
ridiculous.
I'm just saying. So, but I don't know. We'll see what this team is made of. It should be a very exciting game from start to finish. Again, NBA Cup games just have a different kind of aura about them. There's the green court. There's the title that they obviously won last year, in Vegas. So we'll see if they can two-peat. And then, obviously, we kind of focus on the larger trophy, So.
Old age and treachery beats out youth and exuberance every time.
It damn sure does.
Every time it happens, you look at the team, and the team has 2 or 3 young players, and everybody else are veterans.
Yeah.
And so trying to keep getting young people, you might have to wholesale, wait till Giannis's career is over, and flip the team.
Yeah, well, that's the thing,
That's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah, but this team is built to contend right now. So that's the thing. They don't have a lot of pieces that people can move. Again, the only people that are really valuable for this team would be Trent and A.J. Green, who are, I'm assuming, untouchable, along with Taurean Prince, who's a guy who's been here for a couple of years now. So good veteran presence, but we'll see what the Bucks are made of. It's still early in the year. So.
Somebody said Doc needs a doc.
Oh, no. Yeah, a lot of people aren't fans of him.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else coming up? Packers Monday night.
We'll get to see what they're made of, too, as well. Primetime Monday night.
You don't already see what they're made of?
Well, no, it's still the midway point. I think we need to be cautious. Again, this is the first game without their leading receiver, Tucker Kraft. They're at home, so they should have some extra juice, obviously, after, the egg on their face last Sunday versus the Panthers. But they're playing a tough team, the Eagles, defending champions, who have everything that they possibly need. They also have Jair Alexander now. So we'll see if he's magically healthy and if he's up to the test, to guard Dobbs or whoever he travels with. So it's a game that carries a lot more significance than people kind of want to be honest about.
So, you're 0-1.
Okay, here we go.
How's about a twofer?
So I got to take the Eagles here. I'm not even being given a choice, right?
I wouldn't. I'll let you choose.
I will take the Eagles here.
Okay.
I will take the Eagles here. Not the popular opinion, but I will take the Eagles.
I still want my cigar though.
A bet is a bet. I'm a man of my word.
So what are we betting this time?
You want to double up? You want dinner? What do you want now?
No, I want dinner.
Okay. Italian, Chinese.
I'll buy you a cigar.
Okay. Are we shaking on this one too? We can shake on this one.
All right. Now, if I win again.
Well, he clipped it in the last 2 minutes last time, so now I'm on the record again officially.
Yeah, but I ain't clipping. I ain't doing all that.
He said, I'm not doing all that today. Yeah, no. I think the Eagles, with the additions that they made at the trade deadline, I think that they will, I don't want to say blow the.
They're going to blow them out.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I think the pass rush that they have a new addition to the secondary. They've been able to run the ball better over the last couple of weeks. A.J. Brown should be healthy now.
And they haven't outlawed the tush push.
Which is. But they had the rule. They had the chance to kind of ban it or kind of control it.
I don't think they should have. They actually shouldn't.
Well, it's legal. It's a quarterback sneak, but they've just perfected it. I don't know how they've made it so lethal and so deadly, but no one seems to be able to get kind of a control on it or hold on it.
Watch the secondary push. It's not about the first push.
From the fullback or the tight?
It's the secondary push. Those two people, they push, boom, and it knocks them over. So you come up and you block them and you hold them, and what do? We got them stopped.
Right.
You relax, and then you get run over.
Yeah, everybody just tumbles over the top.
Yep.
Literally, that's how it goes. Yeah.
And somebody did it the other day, and I'm like, yep, that's how they did it.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody's been trying to replicate it, but it's unstoppable. I think there was, again, a play or a drive earlier in the season. I believe it was like 3rd and 3. They snuck it, gained 2. It was 4th and 1, and then they went over again. And so
how do you stop it?
Keep them in 3rd and long. That's the only thing. You got to keep them in long distance or long.
But what causes you not to be able to stop it? Because it can't be strength, because you got strength just like they do.
I mean, it's all about leverage. Again, like when I played football, I was in an offense where it was a wing T. And so it's all about leverage and it's all about your eyes. You kind of got to watch the ball and you kind of got to get leverage. You have to get that initial push.
But you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But there's just one thing that the quarterback could do that would burn you. Throw the ball. And so the only way that you can stop it is you'd have to bring all of your backs all the way into the flat and then shut them down. And all I'll do is go. And all I need is a good, fast tight end or a split end, and it's touchdown.
And they've ran that play a couple of times, too, as well.
Yep.
They've ran the fake tush push and thrown a little out route to the tight end.
Yep.
So.
And you're wide open.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'll take the Packers.
Yeah, it's tough. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. Again, it's Monday night. It's for all the marbles necessarily. I think this is a good measuring stick.
Really.
But in a sense, if you say that you are a championship contender, you have to beat the team that did it before you. You have to figure out a cohesive game.
The only time you got to beat them is in the Super Bowl.
Now, this game matters. If they lose 2 straight and they drop down to a losing record, especially with that tie on their
They'll only
record.
be 5-4, 5-4-1.
I think it'd be 5. Is it not 5-5-1? Or am I doing bad math on that one? I believe it's 5. Let me see.
They just went 5-3-1.
You're correct. 5-2-1. Right? They'd be 5-3-1.
Right.
But
so
they're nearing that danger zone. Though. Again, we keep talking about them getting into that divisional schedule. I'm terrified if I'm a Packers fan right now.
Oh, Lions, Chicago. Oh,
it's a gauntlet. Again, those are tough games.
They always. I don't know why they have trouble with Minnesota, but.
Well, they play very good defense. They're a well-coached team.
Yeah.
They score when they need to score. So
we shall see. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Have a good weekend.
All right. It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When it comes to your home, the smart play is trusting Gina Della and her team at Pella this month. You can score a whole house of new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like a drive you can sustain for years, keeping your home comfortable thanks to incredible defense played by Pella Windows, stopping the drafts. Don't wait. Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com. That's PellaWI.com. And now with 101.7 The Truth Traffic, here is Debbie Lazaga.
It's still a tough ride on northbound 41. We've got a crash at Silver Spring that has that off-ramp closed, as well as the right lane. So watch out for backups all the way back to Watertown Plank Road. On the southbound side, we got backups from County Line down past Good Hope Road all the way past Hampton. We've got eastbound 94 with a crash right about at 68th Street. Looks like delays coming out of the Zoo interchange all the way past that point to Holly Road. Traffic is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with a transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, slight chance for sprinkles. Mostly cloudy, a low of 36. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, afternoon rain or snow, likely up to 1 inch possible, a high of 43. Weather is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Today's forecast, crisp fall skies and a championship shine. Get your first wash free at TsunamiExpress.com. Game day ready, rain or shine. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options if you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid. The Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP, or calling 414-286-8620.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
What was the life change? You know, we all know it happened, and we know things happen, and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight, or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease, and he's on dialysis. And he wants to get on the list, and he's not accepting all the things you have to do, you know, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. You know, that's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and, you know.
Yeah, but that was a choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute. Even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to, because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. NBA Cup action is back tonight as the Chicago Bulls take on the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are looking to go back-to-back as NBA Cup champs.
The Bucks are back. They are the Emirates NBA Cup champions.
Tip-off is at 7 p.m. tonight. University of Wisconsin Director of Athletics Chris McIntosh announced Thursday that Luke Fickell will return for his fourth season in Madison as the head football coach. McIntosh further clarified the record buyout payment that would be due to Fickell if Wisconsin were to part ways with the head coach was not a factor in the decision. The Badgers are on the road to take on the Washington Huskies on Saturday. Kickoff is at 3:30 p.m. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, and it's big week for Marquette University during College Scholarship Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. This week, we've been featuring the many full tuition scholarship opportunities Marquette University offers that are geared to attract students from right here in Milwaukee and how they aim to keep college affordable. Visit marquette.edu. That's marquette.edu to apply and to find more information on all scholarships they have to offer your scholar. 833-212-1017 is the number. I came across a story that basically just kind of reminds me that driving has limits. Driving has limits. So, story on CBS 58. 2 people are dead after a crash in the town of Brookfield yesterday. Crash happened around 6:40 p.m. near Capitol and Gateway Road, and according to the town of Brookfield Police Department, after exiting a joint driveway shared by 7-Eleven gas station and a Culver restaurant, a driver mistakenly entered the westbound lanes of Capitol Drive while driving eastbound. The vehicle was struck by another driver traveling westbound. 2 people in the vehicle that was struck were killed. The driver of the other vehicle sustained minor injuries and was transported to a local hospital for treatment. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Like you don't know the cause. Driving in the right westbound lane on Capitol, and the sedan passed him in the left lane going the wrong way. That's what one of the witnesses said. Terrifying experience, even for a new driver, especially for a new driver. Well, 2 people in the car who were killed were identified as Eugene, I'm thinking that's Eugene Magnuson, and 87-year-old Grace Magnuson, both of Brookfield. Eugene, and I'm assuming that's his name, they have it spelled E-U-G-E-N. This is like the second CBS 58 kerfluffle I've seen in a news story. Today was 91 years old. And so my question to you, 833-212-1017 is the number, is should there be a age limit for traffic drivers in Wisconsin? And especially in a place like Milwaukee where it's busy, there's traffic all over the city, there's road construction all over the place. Should there be a limit? Because this isn't the first time we've had an elderly couple or an elderly person die behind the wheel. And the cause of the crash, we don't know yet. And when we say cause of the crash, I mean, was it their fault? Well, if you're driving in the wrong way on a street, and I've done that before. Turn only to realize when you turned you were in the wrong place or on the wrong side. I made a turn the other day onto a road and made a left turn and ended up in the left-hand lane where if a car was coming, it would have been coming towards me. And the reason was the overbrush had built up so much on the median, which I don't understand why it was even there. It was so tall, you couldn't even see that there was a road on the other side. It looked like a two-way. But I don't know if you can do that with Capitol Drive. Out there, it's what, 4 lanes? 3 lanes, 4 lanes, or 3 lanes and a parking lane? So it's first of all, it's unfortunate that life was lost. But do you think there needs to be an age limit at the top for drivers? For drivers. Because we're going to keep hearing this, and the weather's only going to get worse. And we're talking about it's at night. Now, did daylight savings time play a role in that? I don't know. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017. You're absolutely right that one guy, driving is a privilege, not a right. I say that all the time. And at some point, instead of having to fill out a form and go in and have somebody do it, you need to just set a limit and be done. Melody said on the YouTube chat, and by the way, you can stream and watch us live on YouTube at 1017thetruth.com. Scroll down to watch live and go right there. Just make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a minute of the show. Melody said, tighten up the reflex cognitive tests for those after. Also, are there doctors who are seeing these elders and not addressing it, or contact DMV? I wouldn't say cognitive behavior. I would just say age. Because now you're making it subjective. So unless you're going to send everybody to the same doctor, that's not going to fly. For it to hold up in court, I think it needs to be everybody or nobody. It needs to be equally done for everybody. I'm just saying. That one guy, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Hey, Dr. Ken, thank you for taking my call. So I think the age limit should be 21 to drive a car.
To start.
And
what about the upper age?
Another idea I had, Dr. Ken, is that we need to make it so there's more regulation, there's more requirements when you purchase a car, like a reading test, coherency test, intellect test, to make sure the person that's buying the car is not an idiot.
Yeah, but the 91-year-old already owns a car. So what about the older age? Would you limit it on the top end?
On the top end, there should be once you reach a certain age, I think people should report themselves to the what's it called,
the DMV?
I forgot the name of that. The DMV for a coherency and reading test.
That ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna report myself. You know that's not gonna happen.
Or you get a letter through the mail saying, "Hey, if you want your license to be extended past this age, you gotta come to the DMV and take another test."
But a cognitive. Would I trust the DMV to give me a cognitive test? I would not.
Well, that's why we revamped the DMV, reform it, or something. It's just an idea.
We're not putting psychologists and No. I don't. But we're not going to put psychologists in the DMV. Just make it a number and call it a day. And when you're over a certain amount or over a certain age, you have to show the ability to be able to drive a car. And if you can't, you can't drive. It's kind of simple.
Or a simple driving test again, just retake it.
Yep.
That could work too.
Yep. Because that way we don't spend all this extra money.
With you. But for the most part, I agree with your idea that we got to do something about the bad driving situation out there. Because just today, I almost crashed. Someone almost rear-ended me because he wasn't paying attention, driving like a maniac on North Avenue.
So was it an elderly guy, or was it somebody your age?
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell that they're driving so fast. It's on North Avenue on the east side. It's on, I believe it was MLK and North Avenue.
Okay.
And you know how bad it gets there at night. Whew, forget about it.
Well, would you take a chauffeur? What about a chauffeur? Just over a certain age.
That sounds expensive.
Uber's expensive.
It's all expensive. So it's something we gotta figure it out, you know. And have a concrete plan.
That is true.
But yeah, thank you for taking my call.
All right, take care. I'm at so Curly Q said I'd gladly relinquish my license and be chauffeured, but sincere Ronnie Ray Real said road tests or book tests every year after 65. That's a lot. Every year after 65? Nah. I would at least say 70. Once you turn 70, you need to do a road test every 2 years. Every 2 years, you need a road test. Now, understand, medical doctors, police officers can fill out a form to have you reevaluated by the DMV. I had a woman pulled into traffic, wasn't thinking, just drove right out McDonald's parking lot on 26 and National. Just boop, rolled right out, pow, got hit by a car, and then said it was the other car's fault because the other car is supposed to stop when she pulls out. And I'm like, okay, first of all, it's like 10:30 at night, and you're supposed to yield to traffic. And she couldn't understand why she had to yield to traffic. Traffic should stop for her. To which I said, yep. And I filled out the form. And they tested her. And they took her license. And then her family showed up and said, quote, what are you doing out the house? You're not supposed to be out. So she had taken the car because she was hungry and she went to McDonald's. I'm not mad at her. But, yeah, it is what it is. I got about 30 seconds. Al, go.
All right, for reckless driving, SR22 insurance and the blow tube.
But what about old people?
You keep doing.
But what about old people?
Well, old people, they just have to have a test, and somebody got to step in. Even if they say you can drive and you know you can't, somebody got to step in and say, hey, I can take you myself.
But you know I'm not going to self-regulate. Come on.
Well, then, if you get in the situation, I might have to come clean it up anyway if you call your son or daughter. So you might as well go on and just save yourself a lesson to get told off.
All right. Thank you much.
All right. Have a good day.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The Milwaukee Panthers hit the road as they head to South Carolina to take on the Wooford Terriers.
McKee for three, ring it up. They do it again out of a timeout. AJ from downtown. McKee buries it, 71-66. Panthers down a handful, 60.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 12:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 1 o'clock.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. To learn more about how you can take your first steps in buying your forever home, visit associatedbank.com/lending. That's associatedbank.com/lending. Or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready to do some baking? Because it's We Energy's cookie book time. This year's book is packed with dozens of cookie recipes to bake and share. We're sure you'll find a few new favorites. Pick up your copy of this holiday tradition from We Energies at one of our drive-through distribution events. Go to WeEnergies.com to find an event near you. From all of us at We Energies, we offer you warm wishes for a bright holiday season. We Energies. Energy you can depend on.
Contract-ready businesses, opportunity seekers, partnership builders, deal closers. Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development is focused on you. This event puts small businesses like yours in the room with buyers, partners, and mentors who can open doors to bigger opportunities. Join us online December 9th and in person December 10th and 11th at Baird Center in downtown Milwaukee. Whether you're a construction company looking for contracts or a service provider ready to grow, Marketplace Wisconsin is for you. Meet one-on-one with government reps, corporate buyers, and resource providers. Small businesses like yours keep Wisconsin moving forward. Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation is here to propel your growth. So, join them for Marketplace Wisconsin, the Governor's Conference on Diverse Business Development, December 10th and 11th. Register today at marketplacewisconsin.com. That's marketplacewisconsin.com. Presented by WEDC. Let's look forward together.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Poll question of the day. We're going to take the results before we get off the air today. But the poll question of today, if you're in the YouTube chat, you got to be in the YouTube chat. Just stream and watch us live on YouTube at 1017thetruth.com. If you could only choose one or the other, what would it be? More police or more prevention? More police or more prevention? If you could choose one, which one would it be? More police is going to get you, hopefully, more people convicted, go to jail, be out of the neighborhood so that we can have peace. That includes reckless drivers, the majority of the homicides we've had over the last few days. Or do you want prevention to start in the schools that we pay for from K-5 to 16 through high school, through college? And we've prevention in, just like we do, well, we used to do civics. Way we do civics, way we do history, that type of thing. So, poll question of the day, Pop-Off Friday. The Pop-Off poll today is, if you could only choose one, just one, and you're only going to get to choose one, or the other, what would it be? Would you have more police? Because y'all know y'all don't like the police. Or more prevention? I'm just saying. And after the top 5 at 5, you can give me a call and tell me what it is you're thinking. 833-212-1017 is the number. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. We'll be right back.
It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we'll be highlighting local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune in to 1017 The Truth's College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Marquette University and Educators Credit Union.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Your home has been working hard for you. Now it's time to let it work a little harder. With a home equity line of credit from Brewery Credit Union, you can turn the equity you've built into smart solutions. Pay off high-interest debt, remodel your kitchen, or take care of life's unexpected expenses with flexible access to funds when you need them. Apply today and put your home's value to work for you. Visit brewerycu.com or stop by Brewery Credit Union. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
The American Cancer Society is launching Voices of Black Women, the largest ever study focused on Black women's health. This groundbreaking initiative is aimed at understanding health conditions like cancer so we can learn how to improve overall health among Black women. If you're a Black woman between 25 and 55 with no history of cancer, you can join by completing an online survey and short follow-ups twice a year. Your voice matters, because together we can uncover the root causes of cancer disparities and build a healthier future for generations to come. Learn more and enroll today at voices.cancer.org.
people don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. The man convicted of homicide in the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy hits a roadblock in his latest request for an appeal extension. Daryl Brooks intends to represent himself like he did at his trial in 2022, but says he never received his case file because the South Dakota prison where he's serving his 6 life sentences has been on lockdown. The court is investigating that claim and wants confirmation from Brooks' former attorney before making a decision. It's the 11th time he's asked for more time to appeal his conviction. Milwaukee Public Schools has only been in session for 2 months. Captain Vanetta Norberg is a commander of the Milwaukee Police SRO program and says officers want to advise MPS students as well as hear students' concerns as well.
We do understand that, adolescents need to know certain things and they're not going to be interested in everything that we as adults have to throw out at them, but they are allowed, with their SROs. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to hear? So then we do take that feedback in.
Norberg says there are in total 33 SROs that are a part of the Milwaukee Police Department, with 25 assigned directly to all MPS high schools. Milwaukee County leaders approved the $1.3 billion amended spending plan. Property taxes would go up roughly 3%. County Board Chairwoman Marcelia Nicholson.
This is my 10th county budget. Everyone is no easier, but I just have to say the work has become more and more rewarding over time because of what we're able to do for our communities.
Supervisors approved several budget amendments that restore funding for health and human services programs and earmarks $150,000 for food assistance during the government shutdown. The amended budget now heads to County Executive David Crowley. This has been your news update. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. The poll question, which is a better option? Which one would you choose? More police or more prevention? You're going to teach the kids from a young age not to act a fool, or you're going to wait till they act a fool and they get adults and lock them up. I'm just saying. Right now, I'm not going to say what the poll is. I'm going to wait a little bit, wait till after the top 5 at 5. Also want to remind everybody, there's an event that's going to be going on. Let me see if I can find it. There's an event that's going to be going on. The Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Wisconsin and Unity Grand Chapter Order of the Eastern Star Prince Hall affiliated state of Wisconsin is having a turkey basket giveaway. That's on Sunday, November 9th. So what I'm trying right now to do is set it up so that you can just text a word and it'll send the flyer to you. I don't know if I can do that. Anyway, community sites are at 1 o'clock on Sunday. You can go to St. Matthew's Church, Way of the Cross Church in Kenosha. You can go to Coleman Chapel Church in Racine. It'll be at 3115 15th Street. Beloit, and Madison. So what I'll do is, if I can figure it out. But for Milwaukee, you can go to St. Matthew's Church, 7500 North 76th Street in Milwaukee at 1 o'clock p.m. on Sunday, November 9th, or Way of the Cross Church, 1401 West Hadley Street in Milwaukee at 1 o'clock p.m. Thanksgiving basket giveaway. So if you want to do that, I would say go ahead and do that. What you gonna get? Whole turkey, chicken broth, cream of mushroom soup, evaporated milk, Hawaiian sweet rolls, and on and on and on and on. Looks like something I want to do. I think I'm going to go pick me up a basket. You know they're not going to give me a basket, right? Okay. So, yeah, make sure you do that. That's St. Matthew's Church, 7500 North 76th Street, and Way of the Cross Church, 1401 West Hadley. That's Sunday at 1 o'clock p.m. at either location. Brought to you by the Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge, Free and Accepted Masons of Wisconsin, and Unity Grand Chapter Order of the Eastern Star Prince Hall affiliated. Make sure you check that out if you need some food. And we got other stuff that's going to be going on. There's so much turkey giveaway, at a time when we're not getting SNAP food and we're not getting all those things. I think it's important that these community, this community is able to get assistance in the best way we know how. And I think the only way we can do that is to actually be there and do it. So I'm just saying. I feel so much better now. Don't you?
Number 5.
From CBS 58, we talked about it. Airlines have started implementing a 4% reduction in domestic flights at 40 of the busiest airports following an order from the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration. If the government shutdown continues, capacity reductions would increase to up to 10% by November 14th. That means, well, it really didn't matter because as of 9:30 this morning Eastern Time, which is 8:30 our time, 800 flights had already been canceled. CNN is tracking delays and cancellations for flights traveling to, from, and within the United States using FlightAware. The figures update every 15 minutes. So on average, I don't even know if I want to say this out loud. On average, there were roughly 5,600 daily delays and 340 cancellations last year. We're going to get that probably in a week. I'm just making it up. Whew. Damn. Lord have mercy. Well, you're gonna save that because you're about to play it again.
Number 4.
Elon Musk, new pay package from Tesla puts him on track to possibly become the world's first trillionaire.
Damn.
Shareholders approved the new deal announced in September during an annual company meeting, and now voters holding more than 75% of the company's shares voted to approve the deal. That excludes the percentage of the company he already owns. So on top of what he already owned to make him a 100 gazillion billionaire, he's now poised to become a trillionaire. He doesn't take a salary as Tesla's CEO, but the new pay package is a giant stock grant. It would give him 423.7 million additional shares over the next decade, increasing his ownership from 13% to 25%. And those shares, if the company expands as required under Musk's agreement, could be worth $1 trillion. Now, he's already the richest man in the world. How do you think he responded? Like when they said, hey, by the way, GP, you're not the New York dude no more. You're the trillionaire. How do you think he responded?
It's cool.
I super appreciate it. Like, that's it? That's it? Let me get $1 trillion. I'ma act a fool. I'ma act a fool. Y'all think them people that win that $5,000 from Gruber law offices act a fool? Dude, you ain't seen nobody. I probably wouldn't scream. I'd probably just pass out.
And just think it was all a dream?
So what's, no. So not $1 trillion. What's the first thing you would do if you had $1 trillion? Like right now you got like $157 in the bank, and tomorrow you got 1.57 trillion.
I would leave you to finish this show, and I'd be on the first flight to Fiji.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You know why? Because you're way more professional than that.
You got me.
Now, watch this. You wouldn't come back. Like he's not answering his phone, y'all. Like his phone, beep, 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 beep. This number is no longer in service. That's the first thing I'd do. Call my family, get a new phone number, and then cut off my phone. Second thing I would do is I would hire security 24 hours a day, round the clock, for everybody in my family. Because fools going to come out the woodwork. And let me see, this is his third cousin on the fourth side of his great-great-grandmother's uncle. Yep.
At that point, though, you have enough money to give everybody enough to leave you alone.
I'm holding them hostage. I ain't giving nobody my money. What's wrong with you, dude? When I die, you can have all my money. When I'm alive, nope. Like I tell everybody, I will show you how I made it. I will show you how I did it. I will show you how I hid it. I'll show you how I saved it. But what I won't do is give you mine. And please don't use the word fair. Because when it comes to money, ain't nothing fair.
Number 3.
Nothing. From SAN.com, U.S. Representative Buddy Carter, Republican from Georgia, is trying to block all federal funds from New York City for as long as Zohran Mamdani serves as the city's mayor. Who's writing this stuff? This generation of writers is just terrible. How about block federal funds for New York City as long as Zohran Mamdani serves as the city's mayor? His proposed bill, the Mamdani Act, would also attempt to claw back funding that has already been allocated. Nope, don't do that. The proposed bill is a blanket sanction on the whole city during any period in which Zohran Mamdani is mayor of New York, New York. According to Fox News. Fox said that the bill was set to be introduced in the House later today. Ain't nobody there. Y'all ain't working. Y'all can't get no money. Why you Dude, stop. The bill is unlikely to advance. Thank you. It does highlight concerns shared by some GOP political figures about the outcome of the city's mayor election. Here's the deal. You should have been there and you should have voted if you wanted something different. You didn't. 52% of the people in the state, in the city of New York, voted for Mamdani. That's it. Done. And I think in the words of Zohran Mamdani, you can kick rocks.
Number 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're from New York, aren't you? He said he ain't going home. You moving back?
Not anytime soon.
Like at least for the next 4 years.
Try 10.
This also from SAN.com. Fans are getting their first glimpse of Jafar Jackson as his late uncle Michael Jackson in the new Thriller, in the trailer called Michael, a sweeping biopic about the life of the king of pop. This film is scheduled for release on April 24th, 2026. The trailer opens with Jackson in the studio along with Quincy Jones, portrayed by Kendrick Sampson. Jones says, "I know you've been waiting a long time for this. The tracks are made, the songs are ready. Let's take it from the top." From there, the clip flashes between scenes of childhood and all that stuff. And of course, meanwhile, in the background, the unmistakable "Want to Be Starting Something" is playing. So, want to check it out. I've got some ideas about that. I'm not going to put anything out, but we're okay. I got some ideas for that. Yep. And so we'll work on some stuff and see. I think that'd be cool. I think. But I'm just one guy.
Number 1.
From WISN.com, one person is dead after their car smashed into a tree in Milwaukee. It happened just before midnight on Thursday, yesterday, near 35th and West KK River Parkway. Police say a 24-year-old driver died at the scene. A 25-year-old passenger was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. Police are investigating how the crash happened. Didn't somebody not too long ago, last week, drive into a tree and crash and kill themselves in a one-person car crash? Yeah. That's another one of them. I don't want to die in a car crash. Like, I would be so upset. Who was that? Left Eye? She died in that crash down in God knows what. First of all, you're driving a Jeep in like what, Bolivia or somewhere in Central America. No. Because you don't even, I hope it was her Jeep. Because if she rented it, God only knows what she got. It's only made 5 or 6 drug runs this week, so it should be fine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm serious. That's scary. That is scary. That is my biggest thing. So as I age, hopefully I'll have enough money just to hire somebody to drive me or just call Uber. So, speaking of, do you travel at all?
Not as much as I used to, honestly.
Did you take Uber in cities where you traveled?
Yes, I use Uber very frequently.
Which Uber do you use? Comfort?
Usually Comfort.
Whatever. Okay. Whenever I travel in a city that I don't know, I always use Uber Black. It'll be like, it costs $27 to get where you're going. Uber X. It costs $116 to get where you're going. I was in Dallas. $27 to get where I'm going, middle of the day. Uber Black, $116. Why would I choose Uber Black over X? Because Uber Black, well, you tell me why.
Well, those are usually the higher rated drivers. They also have, I believe, the Suburbans, like the bigger trucks. So you're riding in more of a, I don't want to say luxurious, but it's more of a comfortable experience.
Nope. You know why?
Nope.
Those are professional drivers from companies that have been vetted, background check, prints, all that, because they drive high wealth individuals, celebrities, people, for weddings, and hey, we got a group together and we're gonna go all, it's the bridesmaids, we're all going. It's a professional driver. If something happens, they're vetted. You're taken care of. Ray in a 1987 Saturn, I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know. And for safety. So I tell my family, when you travel, and you take a Uber, especially if you're coming from an airport or a train station, take Uber Black. Pay the money. Watch this. I'll pay half. No, I'm not saying that to everybody out there because everybody be sending me their bill. Hey, Dr. Ken, you said on the radio. Because it's safety. But for some reason, people, and they see you getting in the car with bags, right? I'm like, no. I want a professional driver. When I rolled up and got out the car, dude looked at me like, and popped the trunk and sat in the car. In Uber. And I was like, okay. And he saw how I was looking at him, and he went to get out the car, and then I picked up my luggage and put it in the back, and he closed the back. Soon as we stopped, at my destination, he hopped out and opened it. I said, yeah, because your tip and your rating was gone. Because you need me. I don't need you. I can call a taxi. Yeah, but we could rate you bad too. I don't care. Rate me bad. But what I'm not going to do, and if you do that, I'll know it's an issue anyway. I'm going to just contact Uber and file a complaint. Be like, I want my money back. Has Uber ever given you money back if you ask for it?
Of course. All the time.
I had one where I canceled it. Dude showed up and then they tried to charge me. And I'm like, I'm literally looking at this that says I canceled this 2 hours ago. You said I have up until like an hour or 30 minutes before, and I scheduled the ride because I was going to the airport. So I scheduled it a day in advance. And I canceled it like 2 hours before I was supposed to go. Nope. You got to pay. I'm like, I'm not paying. Dude, call me. Are you coming out? No, I canceled 2 hours ago. Oh, you should have canceled 6 hours. I'm like, what? Who cancels a ride 6 hours? Man, get out of here. Well, you still got to pay it. Nope. Well, you got to pay a fee. Nope. Contacted Uber. Okay, we gave you all your money back. Thank you. I like Uber. I don't do Lyft that much.
Lyft is cheaper.
It's cheaper, but they don't have any of the. They only have like every month I get a Uber credit. It's like a $25 Uber credit. Lyft is like, yeah, we'll give you a credit. It's only going to last 3 days. I'm like, really, dude? I'm not going anywhere. I would have to use Lyft just to use it so I could burn the credit. I'm like, no. And it's not like you're going to give me the money. I don't get a credit. If I took an $8 ride and you gave me $15, I don't get like $7 still on that. It disappears. So I don't know. And that's why they don't let me do it. By the way, next week, or maybe even tomorrow, I don't know, your money might be coming.
One call, that's all.
I don't think I have that. Do I have that? I don't know. Do I have it? Hey, Truth Nation, now's your chance to be our one call, that's all, 5,000. Okay. You missed it, right? Okay. Now's your chance to be our one call, that's all, 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered in to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. We just gave it away on what, Halloween? And now you can be entered back in. And if you won, you can enter in. Can you enter in again if you won? I don't think so. All you got to do is check the contest rules at 1017thetruth.com. Be caller number 5 right now at 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth of Gruber Law Offices. Again, caller number 5, 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one has ever been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. Caller number 5, 833-212-1017 is the number.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, think you're the ultimate trivia champ?
Well, prove it against us, your favorite WTMJ host.
It's free to play. All we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Or you can donate at WTMJ.com. Just text TOY to the WTMJ talk and text line.
855-616-1620. Grab your friends. Test your smarts. All while helping a great cause.
It's the WTMJ Trivia Challenge coming to a place near you.
Check out the schedule of where we will be at WTMJ.com.
Talk to these people in terms of how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the First Time Home Buyer Education Workshop app. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You make time for everyone else. Family, work, everything in between. Now it's time to take care of you. If you're 45 to 64 and don't have insurance or your plan doesn't cover screenings, you may qualify for free mammograms and Pap tests through the City of Milwaukee Health Department's Breast and Cervical Cancer Awareness Program. Call 414-286-2133 to see if you're eligible. Real self-care starts with your health, and early detection saves lives. Funded by Wisconsin Well Woman. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/wellwoman.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I was telling GP, I can't stand reggae. Reggae and country music. Can't do it. I just can't do it. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you while I was able to get you on the air, because usually you're doing sports and you're doing such a crack up job that I don't want to interrupt you. But have you ever sung karaoke?
Of course, it's my favorite thing to do.
Something wrong with you? Black people do karaoke?
Yes.
Or you just hang out with a lot of white people?
Both. But I mean, if you'll sing in the shower, if you'll sing, music while you're cleaning up your house, I don't see why you wouldn't have the courage to go out and perform karaoke.
What courage? Like what? So that you're insulting people that don't sing?
Well, no, your average person can't sing, so you might sound terrible, but you have a fun job trying to sound good. So I love karaoke. So it makes me feel like I'm Usher. It makes me feel like I'm whoever else I want to sing, Belle Biv DeVoe, any type of song I want to sing.
So can you sing?
I can carry a note. I cannot sing. I'll put it that way.
I have no idea what that means. Like, no idea what that means. I can carry a note, but I can't sing. Who has heard you sing?
My mother and my friends.
So everybody that'll lie for you has heard you sing. Wow. One day I'm going to sing on The Truth, but I need a song chosen for me. Maybe like a Luther Vandross song or...
I was going to ask, what singer do you think you could emulate?
Luther, Al Jarreau, some New Edition.
You lost me there.
Why?
You think you could beat Bobby?
I didn't say I'd beat him. See, that's what you think.
I said beat, not beat him.
It would probably be more of the Belle Biv DeVoe side than Bobby, because Bobby seemed crazy. I don't. But yeah, and they're slow cuts. You know, I like slow songs. You know, I'm just saying.
I would pay to see this.
You would pay? Then why don't we have a Truth Talent show?
That is also not a bad idea.
I think we should have a Truth Talent show.
We could get a duel to juggle.
Throw in a poll. Put in a poll in the YouTube chat. Remember, you can stream and watch us live on YouTube at 1017thetruth.com. Scroll down to watch live. You got to log in with your email, but you can take the poll. Should the Truth team have a Truth Nation talent show featuring the hosts on 1017 The Truth? I think that'd be pretty cool. I do. So let me make a test right here, and because I always like to double check when I put things in the talk and text line and make sure that it works. So I got to wait till it works. And once it works, then I'll be able to say, hey, if you want to do such and such, make sure you do it. All right. It'll be simple. Because I put the information about Milwaukee if you wanted to go to pick up a turkey box. And so I just tossed it in there to see if I get it back. I just want to make sure it works. Remember that Sunday, November 9th, you can pick up a turkey box at St. Matthew's Church, 7500 North 76th Street in Milwaukee at 1 o'clock p.m. or Way of the Cross Church, 1401 West Hadley Street in Milwaukee. That's also at 1 o'clock. So I sent the text in, and I'm waiting to get the reply. I want to kind of wait to give you the keyword because I want to make sure it works. So we're gonna take a break, and when we come and when we come back, so I want to talk about overregulation, just being overregulated. All right. And now with 1017 The Truth Traffic, our final traffic check of the day. Here's Debbie Lazaga.
Hey, John, things are still pretty slow on 43 southbound from just south of Brown Deer Road all the way down to Capitol Drive, where we do still have the two left lanes blocked with this broken down semi. Only the right lane is able to get through at this point, so big headaches through that area. At this point, I'd probably avoid it. On the northbound side, we do have delays from Kilbourne all the way up towards Locust. Northbound 41 still backed up from Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Capitol Drive, where there's an accident blocking the right lane, as well as the Silver Spring Drive off-ramp. So heads up with that. On the southbound side, usually our backups are right around Good Hope Road, as well as Silver Spring down towards Capitol. More backups on 894 southbound from the Zoo Interchange down towards National Avenue. There is an accident on the northbound side off on the right shoulder at National Avenue as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, slight chance for a sprinkle, mostly cloudy, a low of 36. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, afternoon rain or snow likely up to 1 inch possible, a high of 43. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Steinhoffel's Black Friday mattress sale is happening now. Steinhoffel's is Wisconsin's mattress leader, and right now you'll find incredible Black Friday deals on all the best brands, plus 60 months and 0% financing. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic sets, $900 on Beauty Rest, and even $900 on certified organic avocado sets, available exclusively at Steinhoffel. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to upgrade your sleep, this is it. Shop in store or online at steinhoffels.com.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable reliable power, and peace of mind? Propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
It's official. July 5th is Tory Lowe Day in the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. I am humbled to receive this proclamation from the mayor's office and the county executive's office. To me, this day represents life and purpose and being driven by passion to serve and empower others. It's about being unselfish and answering the call to help those in need and living life with intention. Despite challenges and obstacles, I remain focused on creating real change in my community, county, and state. This recognition isn't about me. It's about the collective efforts of those who supported me along the way. It's about the resilience and determination that defines my journey. As we celebrate this day, I want to leave you with a challenge. What will you do to create positive change in your community? Will you get out and volunteer, mentor, or simply be a support to a friend? Whatever it is, I urge you to take action. Together we can build a brighter future, one that's filled with hope, opportunity, and empowerment. I am honored to serve, and I am grateful for this recognition. Let's continue to uplift and support one another, striving for a better tomorrow. So what does Tory Lowe Day mean to me? Let's make a difference together. Let's stay committed to our purpose and keep pushing forward even in the face of adversity. I'm excited to see the impact we can make, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve alongside such an amazing community. Now, my question is, what does Tory Lowe Day mean to you?
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Center update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. NBA Cup action is back tonight as the Chicago Bulls take on the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are looking to go back-to-back as NBA Cup champs.
The Bucks are back. They are the Emirates NBA Cup champions.
Tip-off is at 7 p.m. tonight. University of Wisconsin Director of Athletics Chris McIntosh announced Thursday that Luke Fickell will return for his fourth season in Madison as the head football coach. McIntosh further clarified the record buyout payment that would be due to Fickell if Wisconsin were to part ways with the head coach was not a factor in the decision. The Badgers are on the road to take on the Washington Huskies on Saturday. Kickoff is at 3:30 p.m. This True Sports Update was brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The blackness. Keep on. Never say die. Keep on. Blackness. Keep on. Never say die. Keep on.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is the home, the proud home, the magnanimous home of Milwaukee Panthers basketball. Coming off a win, Panthers look to add a winning streak as they go on the road to take on the Wofford College Terriers on Saturday. Scott Warrers has the coverage starting at 12:30 p.m. right here on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off is set at 1 p.m. 833-212-1017 is the number. Sandra, where you been?
Hiding out.
Hiding out for what?
I've been listening.
You scared of me? You scared? Are you scared?
I'm not scared of nobody.
Yes, you are. You scared?
I'm not even scared of Halloween.
You scared of me. I know you scared.
Why? Why?
How's it going?
Oh, I'm all right.
Okay.
I just did what I had to do. You know, I had a busy week and still got busy things, but it's not as bad. But
I understand.
I'm all right. I'm listening. I listen to everybody's show. Pretty much, I go, if I miss, I can go back and re-look it up. I listen to Sherwin. I listen to you. I listen to Tori. I listen to everybody.
Okay.
Sometimes I call in. I don't call in as much as I used to. I'm just watching the world go round because I know how I feel. And, you know, you got to let people choose what they want and just watch where it's going to sit. So you got no food, SNAP. You got SNAP, you got insurance riders, you got everything. So people don't fight back. You just ain't got nothing in the state on. So maybe that's not a good attitude because they say you have to fight for democracy. Is that true?
No.
Oh,
democracy.
That's what I heard them say.
Democracy is not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, I hope not. I just hope not because I don't want no dictator.
Well, you and I both know historically that that's not going to happen. You've been alive long enough. You and I both, we know that's not going to happen. We know we've had other people that tried to do stuff and say stuff, and it's just not going to happen. He's leaving, and it'll be done. It'll be gone. That'll be that. And we'll get another. Democrats will get in, and Democrats will mess it up too. Because they'll only take care of themselves and other politicians. This is how it works. This is how it works.
What about our voting rights? Because I know
your voting rights aren't
that,
going in.
So what about that?
How are you losing your voting rights, Sandra? How?
Well, they took some of the amendments out. They want to strike the whole clause.
What amendments did they take out? They didn't take nothing out. They didn't take
I can't. Well, I have to look it up because that's what I've been going by.
Okay.
Watching a lot of stuff. Yeah, accelerate on the
Don't believe
internet.
everything everybody tells you, especially if it's on CNN, Fox, MSNBC. They're there to get ratings. They're not there necessarily. They're there to tell you what they think you want to hear, and then to tell you what they want you to hear, and it'll only be twisted to support what they think.
Yep, I know. I don't even want to hear them. I just want to see but do better.
But
I don't want to hear them.
But some of it resonates because that's why we have, people keep screaming about a socialism. Well, how's that going to affect us? Well, you and I both know the domino effect that can happen when one city does something and everybody else follows suit. And so we're getting older, and those younger people, 29 and under, that voted because they think they're going to get something for free, not understanding that they don't have the historical knowledge to know that nothing is free, and that when you give up your rights and let people pay for things for you in full, you're subject to whatever they tell you. And that's the part they don't understand. I don't know if it's laziness. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to venture to say unless I, do a study or something and find out. But for the most part, we've been here before. We've had interest rates that were even significantly higher. We went up 3 or 4 points, and people lost their minds when in the 70s, you remember, to buy a house, it was costing 15 to 19% to get a home loan. Gas was ridiculously high. We're complaining about $3. It was $5, $6, $7, $8 a gallon. They were rationing gas. They were rationing food. So because people weren't alive to have lived through that, they don't think they can live through it. When in fact, all they got to do is ask their parents, their grandparents, their great-grandparents, you'll be fine. And we were fine.
Yeah, because I know I took the bus, so.
Yep.
It didn't bother me now because that's what I grew up on, the bus and walking back and forth to school and stuff like that. So, hey, I know how to really deal at 76, so.
And black people are notoriously good at resiliency, being able to live in the struggle and make it through the struggle and bring everybody with them. Our bad part is not teaching people coming after us and bringing them through the struggle and teaching them how to struggle. We move everything out of their way, and we don't let them struggle because it bothers us to watch our children struggle. But sometimes children got to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, kids don't want to hear what we got to say no way. They tell us that they're sick of politics and everything else. So
that is true. People think you're too old. People think you're too old, but then they don't know what to do. So they talk to their friends who've never done it either, and they give them bad advice. And when it doesn't work, they say, we don't pass anything on to them. When, in fact, they just don't listen. They don't listen.
They don't. They don't want to hear it. So that's okay. So, okay, well, have a good weekend, and I'm getting ready to go out for a minute. I'm a single woman now.
Partying on a Friday
I got to go out and enjoy life.
Lord have mercy. Look at her. Look at her. Single and ready to mingle.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
All right, bye. Have you ever heard a 76-year-old woman tell you, I got to hang up the phone talking to you on the radio because I got to go get my twerk on? Really? Wow. I'm impressed. I'm just saying. Say what? You say she gonna pull something. You know what? I doubt it. She dances all the time. She goes out dancing Friday and Saturdays. She ain't thinking about you. See, you got a young person's mind. As you get older, you just don't move as much, but you're gonna move. And the dances y'all do, y'all don't move no way. You barely sing when you sing. Mumble rap, all that nonsense.
Every dance nowadays is centered around a two-step.
Right. Laziness. Y'all so lazy, I only take 2 steps left or 2 steps right. They too lazy to dance across a. They couldn't dance across a dance floor if they wanted to. That's a shame. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Totally ashamed. Can't even dance. Moving from one side to the other. Like Michael Jackson and Thriller. That's about how y'all dance today. Moving from one side. You remember all the ghouls doing this? That's all y'all do. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. Pitiful. Hey, Truth Nation. 833-212-1017 is the number. If you can call, you can make sure that I'll get y'all. You know, I've been remiss. I haven't been checking the talk and text line in a minute. GP's been harassing me, and I'm like, he took my total. Yeah, I got to blame somebody. Just so you know, should the Truth Team have a talent show? 80% said yes. 20% said no. Do what y'all do best. Wow, that's insulting. I'm insulted. What was the other poll? You remember? What was the other poll we had up? And the question I had to you all before I was so rudely interrupted by myself was, if you could only choose one or the other, would you choose more police or more prevention? More prevention, 56%. Police, 44%. Y'all don't like the police? Oh, okay. Okay. You all are crazy. Dr. Ken, you ever eat Wagyu steak at 5 o'clock steakhouse? No, I ate Wagyu steak at Shurit in Miami, in East Miami. You know where they put the salt on it? Not, ooh, Lord. Yes, I love Wagyu. Melody said, those plasma places are a trip. My older brother got $18 a pop. These still are busy. Students, low-wage workers, desperate. It's a lifeline for some. So basically, you go give some plasma, they pay you. I'm not giving my blood. No. Because my car take premium. I can't give enough plasma to pay for a full tank of gas. That one guy said, it's worth it. The first 8 times you do it amounts to $750, although the snakes advertised $800, but then you only got $750. So different. I've never given blood like that. I wouldn't donate. I don't. I donate blood to places like American Red Cross because I sat on the board, Versity, stuff like that. Places where I know my blood is going where I believe it should go. Kathleen said, "Oh, Dr. Ken, no reggae in your blood?" No. Families from Benin, near Nigeria. We don't do Jamaica. Okay. Jamaica trip needed. I'm a 74-year-old Caucasian woman who loves old school soul, 1970s, but appreciate Bob Marley. You keep doing it, because I watched the movie. I was like, can I get out of here? Can I go? Can I go? Because the beat is dun, 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 like it just repeats itself. And the beat, I can't keep up with the words because I can't even understand what the heck you're saying. And if I can't understand what you're saying, why would I listen to that particular music? I mean, I'm just saying.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Raskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Deiser.
I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum,
I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
My detail-oriented nature allows me to communicate complex ideas,
to break down data,
to have no fear in meeting new people.
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine,
and clear expectation.
Help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't.
It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Finally made it. Want to say thanks. By the way, you can text turkey, Turkey, to get the information on where to pick up a turkey basket on Sunday from the Prince Hall Grand Lodge and Unity Grand Chapter Order, the Eastern Star. That's Sunday at 1 o'clock here in Milwaukee, November 9th. Just text turkey to 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. Text turkey, and it'll give you the addresses and the times and the churches on where to pick up your turkey basket. Thank you, Grand Lodge. Appreciate it. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Tory Lowe Show's coming up, and all weekend long, you're going to get rebroadcasts of the best talk Black Milwaukee, or all of Milwaukee, has to offer. Want to say thank you to DJ Brother Z. Thank you to GP. Have a great weekend. God bless. Take care.
Be quiet.
I'm out.